Hello. So I haven't been on here in a while and it'll be pretty hit or miss. Um, I'll probably be on here without any regularity for the next for probably the next month or two. Because as you can see, there are some boxes behind me. Those are empty. And and if you pay attention to my videos, you can see some things have been taken off the shelves behind me. And because we are moving, and so we do have to start packing up, although we do have a little bit of time. And yeah, so sorry, forgive me. Welcome to the Unscripted Pause. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in and listening and watching. So forgive me for just kind of starting right in. And so I was thinking about moving. And somebody asked me the other day, they were like, "Don't you love like moving?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "No." I didn't know there were people that really enjoyed moving. But then they went on to say like it's the idea of like starting new, like starting fresh, right? And and I thought about that and I thought, "Oh, maybe I do love moving." Because let's see, we've been in Houston 9 years. 9 years. This house that we're in is the third house we've been in 9 years. And so we've been married for almost 29 years. And this is like the one, two, three, four, like the seventh place we have lived. I think that's right. Seventh place we have lived in 29 years. Yikes. Tommy is sick of it. But I am always just like, let's go. I I don't like the process of moving because I really don't think anybody loves that. The packing up, oh Lord, especially a kitchen. The packing and unpacking of a kitchen tries to do me in. And we have a lot of time right now. So, well, what seems like a lot of time. So I'm packing up the kitchen. Like I've started packing up the kitchen now so that I can take my time, right? But I think for me, there's this idea that it is an opportunity to start fresh. And I don't know how I learned this. I don't know where I learned this idea that one, if something isn't serving me, I move on. Um, but I'm also not afraid to say something isn't serving me, and I'm not afraid to take a risk. I'm not afraid to say, "Oh, let's do this. Let's go over here. Let's do that." Um, and it's basically what I have done for like most of my adult life, definitely most of my adult life, and I move on. I have quit jobs. I have left jobs. Usually, I have another job, right? Um, but I do about to say I do what I want. I kind of do what I want to do. I kind of take the risk because they're like, okay, we'll see what happens. And I don't know if I've been trying to think this through, and I don't know if that's because I'm the youngest. Like, right? If you're the youngest, do you feel like you have this kind of mentality of, and I don't think it's a thing of where like I know my family will save me. I don't think it's that. Because for the most part, I won't ever ask for help either. But I think it's just this idea that I feel like I've always felt like I could take risk. Like I could do things and I don't have to do what everybody else is doing. And here's a good example. My wedding was in my apartment. I had a two I had a two-bedroom apartment, and I literally had my wedding in that apartment. Now, mind you, the wedding was really only supposed to be like my immediate family and Tommy's immediate family. But our the minister that was marrying us was coming in from out of town, and he was really, really late, like hours late. And so we were having people like we were just going to do a little intimate ceremony, and then we invited some people later to come and like have cake, celebrate, whatever. Um, but he was so late, people were already there for the celebration part, so they actually saw the ceremony. But when I told my family, I was like, I'm doing it in my apartment. They were like, no, ma'am, no. You cannot get married in your apartment. There's not space. Like, no. But that's what I did. And it was just quite lovely. Like, right? Like we moved stuff, we moved like we just did. We did stuff and they did support me. My family did support me in moving stuff. And it was lovely. And the pictures are great, even though the pictures are just like of family and friends, like just around us. There's a few good pictures of Tommy and I. There's some pictures of the ceremony. Shout out to our friend, the photographer that did that. I love our wedding, right? I love the photos. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not afraid to take a risk. So if that's you, like, or if you're like in that space where like, oh, I'm afraid and I don't know. I'm not saying I don't get afraid. Like, let me be clear. I do get afraid. And I am always like, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist too. So I always want to be sure I'm doing the right thing. Which I can never be sure of that because there's like no such thing as the right thing at the right time. Because nobody is perfect, right? But so even while I have that thought, like, I don't want to make a mistake and I don't want this to be wrong, I still will just do stuff. I will do stuff. I just do stuff. So I'm saying all this to say, mhm, if you are contemplating a decision, just jump. Just, just, just jump. Like, don't be afraid to jump, right? I always feel like because I do know this for my life, like God always works it out. It always works out. It always works out for my good because I'm a child of God and that's what it says, right? So I know that will always be the case. And so don't be afraid. Like if you just needed somebody to say to you, just do it. And the little Nike slogan, just do it. If you needed somebody to say, just do it, don't be afraid. Like here, I am the person. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Just do it. And if you need some support, ask for support. Even if that's just somebody to like hear you out. Ask for that. Don't be afraid. Yeah. Don't live your life afraid. Right? All right. Till next time. And who knows when that will be. But until next time, be well.